5-minute Q&A or comments from your respective panel lah. This time round, Pita tu saya dan Dr. Mahdi dah change panels. Okay, mungkin you akan dapat satu panel sama, tetapi the second panel tetap orang lain. Okay, pertanyaan akan dibuat face to face, tak ada online lah, ataupun tak ada rakaman dah. Okay, so after the presentation, after receiving the questions and comments, you are suggest to write down what is being suggested and rediscuss with your supervisors what to keep or what to kick out. Right? So rubrics memang dah ada dalam e-learn dah. Cuma tak tahulah siapa yang sanggup tengok atau tak tengok. Okay, so generally dia kena adalah pengenalan, okay, which is basically what your study is all about, what is your problem statement, central issue, and what's the gap, and why are you doing the study lah. Okay, notice here, lepas pengenalan terus bahan kaedah, tak ada literature review. Okay, for social science, one of my suggestion, if you want to have an overview of what you've reviewed of your relevant variables or relevant ideas, I suggest after your objective, before going into your methodology section, showcase your overall research framework with hypothesis. Okay, untuk merangkumi apa yang you akan kaji satu. Tak perlulah you nak define what is parasocial interaction, what is culinary experience, what is sensory marketing, ataupun for science you nak bagi tahu what is the scientific name for udang galah. Tak payah cerita lah. Just bagi tahu an overall framework or overall ideas that you are bringing to research, and then baru masuk methodology. Okay, it's basically melibatkan prosedur kajian, your sampling, what type of analysis that you do. Only difference between Pita 1, Pita 2, you are reporting analysis yang telah you buat. Pita 1, you hanya propose lah. Konon-kononnya nak beli udang galah tapi tak jadi buat udang galah. You kena tulis lah, saya tak jadi buat udang galah, saya guna lobster. Ataupun king crab dari Norway. Right? Kebentuk saya salah. Okay, now this is the important part of the Pita 2 presentation lah. We want to know what are your results. Okay, this is where you punya kemahiran menggunakan jadual atau carta sangat-sangat bermanfaat pada you lah. Okay, and of course kemahiran menerangkan keputusan berdasarkan rajah jadual yang disembahkan and what data analysis that you use. Maybe a table or pie chart, and then the explanation. Is it significant? Is there differences or no differences? And number 3, are your findings similar, half similar, 0.5 similar, or not similar at all with previous studies? Okay, this is the gist of Pita 2 presentation, your result and discussion. Okay, ini result, discussion pun sama. Kemahiran membandingkan keputusan kajian dengan data yang sedia ada, and cite the most relevant and recent literatures kalau boleh. Okay, kemahiran menginterpretasi keputusan secara saintifik dan mendalam. Okay, and last sekali conclude lah. Okay, how many are your objectives fulfilled? Are your hypotheses accepted or rejected? And then implication wise going forward, what would you suggest future direction of your study will be heading? Okay, and of course last sekali rujukan. Okay, we not expect you to cut and paste your whole thesis into the slide. If you if you have 100 but you only use 20 for your slide presentation, just cite the 20 reference. Janganlah you buat malas, you cut and paste the whole thing. Jadi panjang lagi. Okay. Okay, style of communication, and of course your presentation skills lah, and of course the way you present. You baca ke, you jeling-jeling, senyum-senyum dekat panel ke. Okay, this is more on oral presentation ataupun English communication ke dulu you belajar, ada saja dengan. Okay, so hargailah jasa lecturer dan juga cikgu English anda untuk Pita ni. He or she is counting on you. Okay, and kefahaman to see how far you understand, not only answering the question of how far you fahami dan selami tajuk yang you buat tu. Okay. Now, one tip yang saya boleh kongsi lah, especially for result in your presentation. You focus most of your time presenting your inferential statistics which answer your objective and or hypothesis. Tak perlulah spend terlalu banyak masa on your descriptive statistic mengatakan saya telah membeli udang galah dari pasar Batu Enam dan pasar, and you cite lah konon-kononnya pasar Batu Enam ini is the main supplier di Terengganu. Kita tak perlu meleret-meleret untuk terangkan tu. Yang menarik untuk you diceritakan ialah analisa pemrosesan kulit udang galah tu didapati menggunakan method A, dia lebih lembut, boleh dapatkan urusannya banyak. Ini bersamaan dengan researcher yang telah dibuat di Sabah dan Sarawak. Itu yang menarik untuk you cerita dalam result and discussion you, daripada you melengket cerita pasal statistik negara. Ni lagi banyak pada female sebab apa? Ni akhir zaman. Tak perlu tu. Okay, focus more on your inferential results which answer your hypothesis and your objectives. Okay, I'm sure Dr. Mani pun ada tips yang mungkin dia nak kongsi ni. Okay, so format laporan akhir. Okay, first of all, you akan hantar kami softbound ya. Jangan siapa-siapa terlebih rajin pergi buat hardbound teman ni. Tebal RM50. Okay. So 2 copies that you will need to send to us on the 21st January, which is on a Sunday. Kalau ikutkan 14 hari, 20 hari bulan, with 1 day extra. Sebab saya dan Dr. Mani tak kerja overtime. Tapi tak dibayar pun. No extensions will be given kecuali dengan kalau you sakit. Yang tu saja kami boleh consider. After that, no extension. And bersama dengan you punya softbound copies, you kena sediakan laporan turn in plagiarism software. Okay, and the maximum percentage is 30%. If you run your turn in analysis on turn in, kalau you dapat 35, seboleh-bolehnya guna peluang tu untuk paraphrase which section yang kononnya similarities banyak sampai dia bawah 30. If kalau you malas sangat, nak buat last minute, saya lebih pentingkan PD, saya boleh lebih pentingkan makwa saya, just hantar saja 35, you will be subject to 5% penalization. Ingat ya, maximum 30%, lower the better. Okay, starting your batch, kita tak wajibkan dah hardbound thesis. Okay, if you suka rela nak buat, nak bagi supervisor, nak bagi bakal majikan, you boleh buat. Tetapi kami pihak penyelaras tidak akan bertanggungjawab. You you are responsible in choosing which printing station to go, whether in Terengganu or on planet Mars or in the moon atau kat kampung. Okay? Students are responsible in selecting the appropriate quantity. Tak kisahlah you nak buat 1, you nak buat 10, nak derma kat team thesis you. Manalah tahu, nak buat amal kebajikan tu teman ni. Nak print sampai 100. Bagian nanti baca thesis pasal udang. Okay. Alright, now the brief guideline of what your thesis must have, yeah? At least these 5 chapters. Okay, beginning with the abstract. 1-page abstracts, no 2, no 3, with a maximum of 300 words. Your introduction, literature review, and materials or method or your methodology. By right, if you have write extensively during Pita 1, chapter 1 to 3, you boleh import saja ke dalam your final report. From the future tense, just past tense saja kan? Okay. There is no maximum page, but there is minimal page of 50 and at least 10,000 word count double spaces, not including reference. Daripada intro sampai ke Sadaqallahul Azim. Conclusion. Okay. So the template sebenarnya saya Datuk Mahni dah share dengan Hajar dan juga Naf. But dalam e-learn pun kita dah upload dah. Okay, you can use it and adjust accordingly lah. Okay, sebelum ni the old template banyak yang lock ya Dr. Mahni. Okay, so kita dah Dr. Mahni dah go to make a great effort in making a new one so that it tailors to you all lah. Mudah terus you all. Okay, so saya akan go through very brief saja sebab semua ni dah dalam template. So it will have a main cover followed by page of endorsement, okay, which looks something like this, and then pengakuan, something like this, signature, penghargaan. Okay, you boleh kadang-kadang saya sangat-sangat menghargai ibu bapa saya, kucing saya yang saya bela setiap hari bagi minum susu. Okay, acknowledge saja siapa yang telah memberi kekuatan kepada you untuk menghabiskan Pita 1, Pita 2 ni. Okay. Part 1 page saja. Sama juga dengan abstract. Ada ekstra markah kalau you buat karangan saya mencintai ayah saya atau mak saya. Penghargaan Okay. Alright, as for the abstract, it's 200 to 300 words. It basically a short or compressed paragraph of introduction, what method that you use, what are the relevant results that you obtain in your study, and lastly, about 2 to 3 words, what are the key implication and conclusion. Okay. Ni sama juga SRD, it's just one page saja. Okay. Gemuk. Oh, namanya method. Bright and Dyer ni. Saya ingatkan dia side author. Most important thing dalam extract ni, you tak perlu site reference. Just highlight key information saja. Okay. Okay, senarai kandungan. Okay, next will be the list of abbreviation, percentage or what type of analysis that you use. EFA stands for what? Explorative Factor Analysis. SEM, Structure Acquisition Modeling. Kalau siapa terlebih rajin nak buat. And all the necessary chemical terms lah. NaCl, H2SO4, H6O4. Ingat lagi walaupun tahap tadika saja. Okay, and what type of analysis, or if the sample long names Carolina parenthesis, make me you kena sebut apa as parenthesis saja atau Escherichia coli for E. coli. So list of abbreviation you list here. Okay, senarai jadual, what tables that you use to illustrate your result, or a table that you use to describe a certain information that you cite in your literature review. Okay, list of tables. Ada Raja. Alright, this is the margins. It has already been set for you. Just ikut saja. For example, chapter 1. Okay, what is chapter 1 being says about for your thesis? Is your abstract, your background of the study, your literature, your problems and gaps, and your objective. Sama presentation juga. Now, part 2, which is literature review. Presentation tak payah present, tapi dalam thesis tetap kena ada. Okay? And sebelumnya from your Pita 1 literature review, seeloknya if in Pita 1 you hanya dapat jumpa up until 2021 saja, but after 3 to 4 months tiba-tiba keluar new journals, new findings, you boleh update and masukkan. Jangan malu, jangan segan. Okay, it's basically identification, evaluation, synthesization. Okay, so 20% dinilai based on pembahagian subtopik, menganalisis maklumat dengan mengulas perbezaan antara satu kajian dengan satu kajian yang lain. Bukan saja you cite A jumpa apa, B jumpa apa, C jumpa apa. You kena at least give some critique lah. A kurang berjaya sebab certain status apa, dia buat kajian masa COVID. B susah nak extract katosan pada ni sebab dia extract dekat kutub utara, suhu dia minus 30. Macam mana dia nak extract? C tu berjaya extract banyak-banyak sebab apa? Dia buat dekat mana? Gurun Sahara, panas. Haba matahari menyebabkan dia senang apa? Nak extract katosan from the shellfish tu. Okay? Bukan saja you cite siapa orang jumpa, but do academically critique of why one study may be less superior to another actually. Okay. Alright, so bab bahan dan kaedah is basically at least kena ada apa? Study design, is it qualitative, is it quantitative study that you use? Your samples, how many respondents you interviewed or surveyed, how many types of fruits or shellfish that you bought for the analysis, and how many that you want to give out for sensory or acceptance evaluation. Okay, kaedah yang digunakan secara logik, sampling, analisa data yang digunakan bersesuaian. Okay, nak compare means, kena guna apa? Compare means, correlation, prevalence. Compare means between two groups, guna apa? Identity test. Kalau non-parametric guna apa? Non-parametric nak compare dua means. Dua group means antara dua group dan non-parametric. Banyak lupa dah. Dia Gaussian. Okay. Make sure ilmu research method tu ada lagi lah. Daripada saya, daripada siapa, DM siapa aja, Dr. Manor ke? Sayang saya tak perlu ajar TM. dah lecturer tu CUI kan, kalau tak perlu saya mengajar. Anyways, just make sure the analysis that you are proposing to do is suitable of its purpose lah, and suitable for its purpose and suitable for it to answer your objective and hypothesis. Okay. Propose nak compare means, tetapi buat correlation. Salah lah. Hilang akal. Okay. Okay. Bab nombor 4 is keputusan dan perbincangan. The star topic, the star chapter of your thesis is basically the analysis of data presented in a systematic way and finding and comparing your findings to past studies. How similar are they? How different are they? Okay. What were the other research shortcomings? What were your shortcomings yang you dapat lemaskan? Okay. 20% for result and 15% for discussion. Okay, and last kali kesimpulan, especially summarization of finding based on objective, and of course identification of the limitation and what recommendation would you propose for your future studies. It is accountable for 7%. Okay, 10% will be given for format penulisan that you menepati format tu secara ni. Rujukan menepati format penulisan. This is the style of citation that you use. Kita pakai APA kan teman-teman ni. Okay. Make sure that the reference that you cite in text and your appendix is APA. Right. Apa lagi? Oh ni cikgu BI ni kita lah. Tata bahasa yang betul, ejaan yang bersesuaian, sinungan. Right. Okay, so that's basically the breakdown of the marks for your final report. Okay, ada dalam e-learn. Essentially, these 5 kena cover 5 chapter ni ya. Right, sikit lagi nak habis ni. So over the years, jadi pengalaman ni untuk ni macam-macam gelagat kita terima lah, zaman COVID ke tak COVID ke. Example of bad habits, yang ni zaman COVID. Kita dah buka link, saya belum submit FYP kerana terdapat masalah error recover. Saya berharap doktor yang hantar report saya. Kalau dalam konteks non-COVID, maybe dia hantar di pukul 8, tiba-tiba dia message call, oh Dr. Rais, oh Dr. Mani, saya terkecil ni dah, boleh tak saya koyakkan dan pay dan print baru chapter 4 sebab tertinggal 1 citation. Buat macam tu, saya tak layan lah. Once you send, there is no returning of thesis for whatever correction or whatever citation that you miss out. Once you send, that's it. You boleh bertawakal sajalah kepada Tuhan. Mudah-mudahan panel lembut hati, lepas pandang apa yang tak ada dalam thesis tu. Ni just another example lah. Maaf mengganggu, saya baru perasan turn in tak ada. Nak baca? Satu lagi yang WhatsApp. Saya baca. Ini sama dengan email ni lah. Tolong hantarkan untuk saya. Saya ingat supervisor dia punya hospital ni apa nak tolong hantar untuk dia. Okay. So awal SEM saya dah campur you all ke dalam simen truck dah. So hopefully tak ada siapa yang stuck ya. Hopefully you all have moved rather than be stuck in the cement. Because you've come this far now, dah berapa 11. The PITA presentation is now your fight, your struggle. So whatever happens, it will be up to you. Nak dapat cemerlang ke, nak dapat cukup makan ke. Ni pun daripada Cobra Kai. Yang ni sebelum All Valley Fight Season 4. A good series for you to watch selain daripada tengok Doraemon dekat Netflix ataupun apa-apa anime. And last but not least, saya quote yang ni Islamic quote daripada Ibn Qayyim. Dia kata kat sini apa Ibn Qayyim kata? There is no joy for the one who does not bear sadness. There is no sweetness